We go again, and that's her name. Sounds good. And what do I even want to play here? I guess we could go back to trying out a Chei run. Try like Naga Hunter was what I was aiming for last week. Did not go over well whatsoever. But you know, the demon spawn did go well, so maybe this week we're at a pure opposite standpoint. So our demon spawn, we die in embarrassing fashion, but our Nagas... Let's try one at least. I was really interested in this idea of a Chei Hunter, so let's try it out, shall we? And we will, in fact, go again. Again! Fantastic. We'll set up our skill caps early on here to approximately what we're looking for, of course. Auto pickup as well, just in case we end up changing gears, get old throwing stuff. And last but not least, let's dump a morgue file. Hop over to the other side here. Ooh, let's not sort by alphabetical, but instead by date. And grab that seed just in case any of you lovely folks are joining along at home and wish to see how you fare in the dungeon. Let's get that going here, shall we? Fantastic. And we are off to the races. Immediate protection from fire. Can't complain about that. Also, immediately forgot to change our quivered item to our bow here, so that's beautiful. I guess we don't really need to. I could use the tab key. It goes against, like, ingrained muscle memory for me, because there was, for the longest time, tabbing with a bow still made you just step towards enemies. So some tiny wrinkle in my brain still believes that to be the truth of the matter and refuses to hit tab when trying to engage in ranged combat. Regardless, we'll probably keep it quivered there just in case we go low HP. It's nice to not have to manually fire things, or at least when we do have to manually fire things, have it go a little smoothly with the F key there. Regardless, first floor went about as well as we could expect. I'm not really planning on running into any issues in the near future here. Of course, we've seen that turn out to not be the case whatsoever in the past, but I'm gonna try to just give myself positive affirmations, you know, manifest a solid beginning into existence if at all possible. Hello Yuf, how's it going? For those who may be a little bit newer, UF is on my list of uniques that I try my best not to kill. Fortunately, UF is pretty much always safe because you have to open the way here, but I hate to bother the guy. You know, they're just doing their best, trying to live out their life, their best life even. So who am I to not introduce, but rather interrupt their slumber? So them and Natasha will always be safe from our ire, at least whenever possible. But no orc priests so far in the first couple of orcs we see, so already doing better than our Naga runs last week, because that was a definitive sore spot. Constantly trying to fight those sons of guns too early and getting smited out of this plane of existence. So very, very happy to have a little bit more consistency on that side of things. And we already are up to a 4 stack on one of our scrolls. Huh. +2 whip of freezing. Hold vulnerability isn't likely to be a problem early on. Dex +3. It's solid enough to be our backup weapon. Chances are we're never going to touch the thing. Pretty happy to just stick with our bow for the moment here. But hey, never know when a random enrage is going to happen and cause you all sorts of issues, so might as well. I was also tempted with the Oka Shrine there. Oh, you're right, confusion from wizards is actually another good reason to have a backup weapon, though I don't know. You probably can't change weapons after becoming confused, right? seems like something that would require some amount of manual dexterity and clarity of mind, but who am I to make judgment calls? And no Chei, hey? Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do here is we're gonna finish this floor. Potentially the next, we'll play it by ear a wee bit here, but if we're not able to find a Chei altar right away, then we will, unfortunately, need to pivot away from our initial plan, and I'll probably go with Okawaru. Haven't had a win with Oka yet, and is always a pretty solid choice, especially on nice scale mail. On any kind of character like this, it will give us really fantastic attack speed, and by extension, there we go, cannot think of words today whatsoever, but by extension it will give us really good damage output, so that is always a pretty solid option for your hunters. I also, I'm a little desperate to run with Chei here, so I am going to risk it. Oh, I did not mean to risk it this much. That adds up, I guess. 3d15 when we're a little bit on the slow side. Let's take you upstairs, my friend. You're poison immune, right? Yes, at the very least resistant, so that is a bit more than we can handle. Let's drink a potion. Potion of mutation. Okay, well that's an interesting stack to be our highest count this early on. Potion of attraction. That's not gonna do it. Oh no, again, not like this. Oh, brilliance. Fantastic. And might. Beautiful. Oh man, maybe we should have just been firing shots this whole time. They only have 11 health. We pretty much need to hit them once. But hey, no Chei altar. Basically a garbage run. Was gonna end it anyway, so... So again, as it were. Oh, let's try that one more time, shall we, folks? Oh, one of these times we can do it. But of course, go through all the same routine here, the usual song and dance, nothing too exciting there. Besides, of course, the seed. So let's see what we're working with there. Especially since this is going to be the one. This dungeon is going to be just absurdly lucky. So definitely take note of that bad boy right there. Just in case you want to play along at home and see how you fare. Let's jump to it. It was, I guess, fitting at the end of the day that the run where we immediately outside of the entrance zone ran across a fire resistance ring is where we get just a flood of cold-based enemies approaching us and leading us into an earlier than expected demise. Okay, such is life. And I'm gonna just roll the dice on killing that gnoll. Fortunately, it does work out in our favor. You can see my greed for this magical leather, which pretty solid odds we weren't even gonna get to wear it based on trying to fight a gnoll on D1. But hey, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and so I will gladly pick up that leather armor. Willpower is just beautiful, just fantastic. Swiftness is going to be useless. Spellforge Servitor, probably useless. Could end up using Pass Wall, especially as a Chei follower. Chances are that we'll have amazing stats across the board. And we're definitely going to a different stairwell. Gnoll Pack is not the very first thing we want to have to fight on D2. At least if it can be helped at all, which usually it can. Where did you go, my friends? There you are. At least one of you. It's kind of nice that they've spread themselves out over quite a large area here. Made things a little bit easier to digest on my side, so that is fantastic. And we're just back into the full swing of things. Potentially this leather armor, having the +2 enchantment, is going to be enough to push us over the edge towards sweet, sweet victory, but no real guarantees whatsoever. Should also probably be leveraging my poison spit a bit more often. We used it against the ogre that last run, but otherwise pretty much just forgot it existed. Which is not too unusual for me, especially since we swapped it off the quiver key, which again was my decision. Let's not mince words in that regard. Totally my bad. But out of sight, out of mind. I have the object permanence of a 2-year-old when it comes to DCSS, or at least that's the way it so often seems. Ooh, but I'll put on both these rings. Sure, why the heck not? Oh, jeez. Still feeling a little bit of the issue in my hand. Might actually have to go see a doctor. Gosh darn it. I have no problem with doctors whatsoever, except that I am a lazy son of a gun who's relied on just being lucky in real life. It's not just in DCSS that I make claims about being, or better being lucky than good. I'd rather be lucky than actually live a healthy lifestyle. Which is horrible. Just a terrible idea. Oh, did I just die? On our first Naga, we did, unfortunately. An ice imp introduced us to the other side of this existence, unfortunately. You missed it? No worries. I guess, dang it, that was my opportunity. I could have just played it cool. No one would have been the wiser, right? You all would have covered for me. We could have pulled the wool over everyone's eyes. Son of a gun. Too late now. You know the truth. I, Torinski, do occasionally die in the video game. Shock. Shock and awe. But it all worked out. We were unable to find a Chei altar. At least it didn't seem like it was on the horizon for us, so it was a tactical choice, of course, as I immediately run headfirst into this bear, which is not going great. 9 and claw twice for 5, so chances are I don't die immediately here. What can I do against you, my friend? Not a whole lot. We could assume this other 3 stack of scrolls is teleport, and that's still not guaranteed to get us out of here, but at least gives some potential. I think I'm just gonna roll the dice, because how could it possibly go wrong? Beautiful. Seems like it's hard to bear this encounter indeed. It's even harder to bear the fact that we somehow keep getting away with it. I say even though, of course, we did die previously, but that doesn't count. That was a different character. This is us for real now. And of course we find artifact boots, just exactly what you want to see when your entire lower body is that of a giant serpent. So thank you, DCSS. Appreciate it. Always love that sick sense of humor you got going with the RNG. Who could possibly complain? As we get a weird goblin fortress? Huh. How about that? Goblins and gnolls living together? What the heck is going on in the world? Oof. I can't really run away. In fact, why did I even take that many steps? That seems... Or 10 damage from you, 6 from you, 5 from you. We should have quite a few hits here if we're lucky. We do get the scroll of teleportation. Let's try to murder you, my friend. Now everyone around us is quite squishy. I actually don't want to kill this one because it'll let in our club goblin here. And instead, we just retreat as if no one's the wiser. Definitely did not make any mistakes. Tactical to the very end, of course. So for some reason, stare up over here instead of right there. One of these days, I keep telling myself at least that one of these days my brain will be functioning properly on a stream day, but not today, apparently. I guess it would just be boring, right? At the end of the day, we just win every single time. Where's the excitement? Where's the danger in that? Couldn't possibly be me. But there we go. Pretty much done the floor here. Fantastic. And we'll just keep on keeping on looking for... Come on, Chei. Chei Briados. Okay, so this is actually more deservedly how the bear fight should go. Oh, I have an Ice Blast. Let's just guaranteed hit on you, my friend. You deal 3 damage. Almost feel sorry for you, my sluggy friend, but it is what it is at the end of the day. So let's not forget the drink before we get to dry mouth here. Gotta keep those vocal pipes lubricated whenever possible. Also, I should definitely... Oh, shoot. Yikes. I don't think I make it to that stairwell, right? The thing I was about to say is that I definitely need to use all these ID scrolls that we have lying around, because at this moment in time, we're just completely wasting those sons of guns. Oh, Sigmund, you joy and treasure of a friend. Last teleport. Probably not going to go very well. It's going to drop us to the middle of some other terrifying situation, almost guaranteed. But gives me a couple turns to try to ID some useful things. We get curing. Oh man, these teleports did not want to save us whatsoever. Menkar, yeah. I think this is looking like it's the end for us. I don't know, maybe the gnolls have left. Maybe, oh, I was gonna say maybe Menkar won't see us as well, but, oh no, there we go. All of our friends couldn't bear to not be a part of it. Just the insane amount of FOMO. That's quite the screen right there. Honestly, capture that, and that's a fairly accurate representation of my real life. Let us try this scroll. Holy crap. Never mind, suckers. Get absolutely rolled. Oh, those idiots. They thought they had me. Oh, imagine that. How embarrassing for them. Oh, we have fun here, folks. But let us try to drip feed these sons of guns. It would be great if that one gnoll with a club ended up doing me in after all my my smack talk, but fortunately, no dice for our canine friends. I would like the shaman next to me. Or not, that's cool too, I guess. You know, you do you. Who am I to impose my will upon your life? Jeez Louise, none of these stairwells are safe. What do I do with my... Oh man, I guess this one's probably just barely technically the best. And that's not saying a lot. Let's take you out, and then what do I do with you, Menkar? You keep hitting the 26%. Oh no, you don't. You keep using Symbol of Torments. Never mind. Sir Dancing is so dangerous as a Naga. No kidding. No, every single time they just get way too many turns to do what they will here. You hit for like 20, 25. Yikes. I think we just have to go for it. Okay, whew. We've gone a toehold. I don't know if it will be good enough. It's at least enough to heal up. Much needed heal. Stop it. Stop it. Get out of here. Okay, these sons of guns gotta go. And then it's just Sigmund. How about instead we see if any of these friends are still around? Oh my gosh, they're all still around. Just nothing but gnolls as far as the eye can see, eh? Guess we're in for a bit of a a rare treat at the very least. Okay, Sigmund. See invisible at least, so that gives me some ability to deal with you. There we go, fantastic. Eustachio is not great, but potentially manageable as long as we're careful. And part of that being careful is letting those summons dissipate, because no shot do I want to deal with all those sons of guns at the same time. And might as well do the same here. This time they weren't looking too dangerous, but definitely annoying. Eustachio, come fight me, you coward. Perfect. I mean, I got my wish, I guess, so... hi there. My mustachioed friend. Ooh, all the poison ran out. The worst possible moment there, but we could head down. And we've apparently garnered some new friends down this direction, so that's not actually better. And let's head up. Okay, Eustachio, just you and me, my friend. Beautiful. Oh, just the smoothest run we've ever had. No issues whatsoever. Right, folks? Holy moly. So here we have the Null Sergeant, but I think we're gonna have to deal with them one way or another, so why not make the most of the present here? We can try to poison you up. It does not work. Holy moly. Yeah, that's a lot of damage in one turn, my friends. Okay, for the future. Torinski, read your ID scrolls. You have 8 ID scrolls. What the heck are you doing with your life? I mean, so I think they both can attack when I try to retreat, right? Ice Blast would probably kill the Null Sergeant. Baby Null, not so much. Never mind, Baby Null dies immediately. Should probably actually look at numbers and do the math before I make any bold claims. Also, though, just hold your horses, Torinski. It's ID time. We do get acquirement, which is fantastic. That could just be an early barding. Could be nice. There we go. That is all of our current ID scrolls, and let's see what this bad boy is giving us, shall we? No barding. Cloak of Hopscotch gives us intelligence and dex. Meh. Staff of Air with willpower and int +4. It's a real shame we're not playing a caster this run, because that seems pretty solid. Well, I mean, I don't want a manual of stealth. Stealth could be great on this character. In fact, probably would be really solid, seeing as how I'm not playing the usual blaster caster that I oftentimes am. Yikes. Stealth can be good as a slow ranged, right? It definitely could be. Do I need a manual for it? I mean, I guess the flip side of that is that I have a +5 aptitude. How much stealth do I really want to train? Do I need another +4? Probably not. Probably not worth an acquirement, at least. I'd most likely rather take the money. Potentially I'd just take the cloak, though. It has stealth minus, so it's kind of antithetical to everything we've been talking about these last few minutes. So when I phrase it like that, let's just wait. There's no rush on acquirement scrolls. We can wait to see. Potentially we'll get some pretty solid shops in the near future here, and that could very much inform our decisions moving forward. Also, is there a helmet there? There was a helmet there. Let's definitely grab that bad boy. It gives us just the slightest bit more defensive capability here. And that's just D5. We're only at D5. It's the bane of our existence. Not this time, White Imp. Not this time, you son of a gun. Beautiful. So we don't immediately fall victim to the same enemy as the previous, or one of the previous runs, so you gotta love that. And we will put on the Dex ring. I replaced the Strength ring, which probably isn't super necessary. We're not going to be running into a lot of negative energy enemies early on here, so Ring of Positive Energy. Maybe not the most prudent of choices. But there they are in all their glory. We'll still finish exploring here because I'm a sucker for doing so, but we already know what we're here for. Time to become not just a slow-ranged character, but an exceptionally slow-ranged character. Beautiful. But, you know, we mentioned the stealth thing. Let's try it out. I normally don't train stealth at all on characters unless they're very actively pursuing that line of existence. But let's do it. Let's try to experiment a little bit here and see how that goes for us. Man, tons of ice enemies once again. Don't love to see that. I guess at the end of the day we did make it through all of them in one piece, so I probably shouldn't be complaining whatsoever. Ooh. Oh. Immediately snap by an enchanted short bow. Just +1, but it is a freezing, so that will bring up our damage a decent chunk here. Fantastic. And otherwise, didn't look to be a lot there, right? Did I miss anything else incredible? Fading Battle Axe is our backup weapon. The reason why I wanted to double check and make sure is because we do have that acquirement scroll that we could get a nice influx of cash at any given moment. So it's nice to keep that in the back of our mind and slow down. Hold up, wait a minute. That looks like the entrance to our ossuary, so let's just head down this direction, try to find that entrance if possible. Love to see the hounds, because that's just free piety as far as I'm concerned. Specifically, just any enemy that's faster than us. I guess the even better option are the alarm trap is being hit no matter what I do, hey? Fair enough. You got me there, game. You got me there, you son of a gun. Fortunately, enemies are pretty dang slow in their mummified state, so we can kind of just chill there and let them come to us. And otherwise, not a care in the world. Wonderful little boost to piety here. Fantastic. And we can just do a nice little ring around the rosy. Let's finish off all of the last little dregs. Why, hello there. Hello, my friends. And that should just about do the trick. I don't think we're missing any treasure. No, indeed. But beautiful. We got a few potions out of that. I know I saw mutation in that final room. A couple of other unID'd ones. Who knows what the heck we have in store for us there. Let's see. Heal wounds. Fantastic. Exactly what I was hoping for from that IDE. And we get a brand weapon scroll as well, so as soon as we can get our hands on an arbalist, we'll probably make the swap. Okay. I saw the purple flash on our character, and I thought, oh gosh, I've not realized that we have, what are they called? The translocation weapons on our hands. Fortunately, did not end up being the case. Also, fortunately, being a mushroom is kind of sick. Confusing touch against an ogre. Wonderful. Love to see that at the very least. You come to me, my friend. Okay, should be careful how many steps I take away while beckoning on our foes here. Yikes. Also, so many moccasins. Which I say in a complaining tone, but they also fit into that category of enemies that I'm fairly confident in our abilities to beat, while also being a high-speed enemy, so that's fantastic. What the heck happened? What did I do? Oh man, the problem is definitely with me. Belgian freezing. +3 battle axe. Stood still and got swarmed. No kidding. No. Oh, geez. But specifically, I was wondering why so much damage in one turn? How fast am I attacking? I'm attacking once per turn. Did I take a step by accident? Did I do the thing? Blink? Could try for it. We have, what, 3 unID'd scrolls? Heal wounds probably doesn't save me, but it could give me some time. So I think I just have to go for it. Technically, got some health. Looks like I got blink earlier. Oh, was that on this? Shoot, that was on this character, wasn't it? Oh, thank you for the reminder. Still fear though. No blink, but fear? Don't know if it works against whites. It might not. 63% chance. Skip enemies forward. Pretty sure whites don't care about fear, do they? That's what I was feeling too. They're definitely of the right type of enemy to not be affected by it. And slow down everyone. So temporal distortion could technically have some of these buddies walking away, but 63% chance of failure. And even if it does work, no real guarantees. Well, folks, turns out I might be the problem when it comes to my inability to keep Nagas alive, so that's great. Well, I just have too much fun, you know, the brain shuts off. If I take a step, I only have 2 enemies next to me, even if they start swarming. I guess they could slip in up there as well. I think I just have to go for it. Oh, son of a gun. The first step had me feeling hopeful, feeling wonderful, great. Just in the element there, but oof. Okay, well, we have a couple of options. Do I just jump in with Naga again? 3rd time's gotta be the charm, right? How could it possibly go quite as horribly as the first couple? Or we could mix things up once again here. Could even do another demon spawn since we accidentally went with a god that we've already won on the previous one. Also, as a 3rd option, just open to suggestions. The reason why I give this little preamble is because I'm going to run out and grab a refill for my drink. So if you have anything that you'd really like to see, definitely go ahead and shout it out there. Otherwise, I'll be jumping in probably with one of those. Gargoyle could also be on my list if we just want a more solid chance at winning. We'll see. I'll give myself a couple minutes to pretend to make a decision. Well, hopefully just relying on outsourcing that decision making. But regardless, I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, and we'll jump back into it here and see if we can't get a nice run started here. A solid start to a run before we head off for the evening. So, be right back.